So obviously, since the season, you've been doing a lot of playing on your offhand. I know you have some experience with that, but what's the challenge like as you adjust to kind of playing on that side?
Yeah, it's just kind of a different game. You're on your backhand a lot. You're kind of in some more uncomfortable situations, but I think it's just the more you play it, the more you get used to it, and I'm starting to feel pretty normal on that side.
Yeah, I noticed last game you were mostly still there, but then there were some shifts you took with Luke where you were back to your natural side. Is the hardest part of that just the mental of remembering which side you're on when you get out there, or adjusting
Yeah,
back?
yeah. Sometimes it gets a little confusing, but yeah, obviously that's your natural side, so it's always nice to get a few shifts on that side.
Going back to, I mean, it's been a while since you guys played Colorado, but a big challenge that they had is they did a really good job clogging up the neutral zone and the defensive zone. So, as a defenseman, when you're working through the regroup in the neutral zone or breakouts, what's kind of the mentality to make sure you can seamlessly make it through all three zones?
Yeah, I think playing fast is key. They're really structured in the neutral zone, so the quicker you play, the kind of you don't let them get set up into that. So that'll be important for us today because obviously it's tight there, and they're such a structured team. So that's going to be huge for us.
Pesh, what have you liked most about the way you guys have come out in these opening two games, right? Because we've talked so much about coming out of breaks in the right way.
I've loved our game the past few games. To be honest, I think we haven't played those two games since Christmas that way. We were simple, direct. Really felt like everyone was kind of on the same page. So we're looking to build off it, and obviously this is a tough road trip, and it's a great team we're playing to start off here. So it's going to be huge to just continue that.
Do you think part of that was just the mental reset of almost 2 weeks off after what you guys did for 6 weeks?
Yeah, maybe. It's always nice to, especially when a team's kind of going through adversity, to get a mental reset and spend some time away with friends and family. And yeah, I think so far it's been good for everyone.
What's it like been watching a player like Seamus come in and so young and just sort of make an impact right away?
Awesome. Such a good kid. It's amazing to see him kind of just do what he does with this puck. It's special, to be honest. Most guys would be nervous and to make plays the first few games, but he's out there making all the right ones. So can't say enough about him.
Bratt, one of the things we talked about leading up to these opening two games of coming out of the break was just how important it was to start off well. What have you liked most about the way you guys have executed coming out of the break here?
Yeah, I think so far we played two pretty solid games. The first game was with Dallas. We obviously didn't really get rewarded, but I think we played a pretty solid game. And now last game we definitely got the pucks in the net, which was a confidence boost for us. I think that was something that we needed as a group, and it was a pretty solid game for us. And obviously Dulcie came up huge too. So today's just another game to keep building on this consistency for our group.
When you want to talk about building consistency, is it an opponent like the Avalanche who can come at you at any which way an important one for you guys to sort of measure up to in a way?
Yeah, for sure. Very strong skating team, really good through the neutral zone at defending, and then obviously when you make your mistakes in the neutral zone, they're really good at capitalize on that with some star players. So definitely a good test for us, and we're excited about it.
What is it through the neutral zone that you have to be so aware of then?
There are so many good fast players that are good at transporting pucks and creating space for each other. That line with Netchess, McKinnon, and then their D's jumping the rush all the time. McCarr, Taves, players that we really have to be aware of when they're on the ice. So it's a good test for us to play a really good role game.
Chester, when Dougie is bombing away like he has the last couple of games and getting a lot of shots thrown net, how much does that open up more in the offensive zone for you, particularly on the power play when they have to really respect that shot?
Yeah, it's what you said. Teams have to respect that shot. He's got a really good shot, so it opens up more things, and it opens up space for me, Jack, to set up other plays, and especially to keep using him. It's something that you really have to be aware of for the other team. So it's good that he keeps shooting. I hope he continues doing that.
Sheldon, one of the things the guys were talking about in the locker room is how important puck management will be, particularly in the neutral zone, the way this team comes at you. What is that focus there that needs to be for your team?
Yeah, obviously you want to get through it cleanly. Puck management, I would also correlate that with execution with the puck execution. Our breakouts especially, we've got to be crisp. That way we weren't very good in that regard at Nashville, which is why spent more time on our end than we'd like to, and today that will be a challenge and a problem for us if we don't execute better.
One of the things I've seen in the last couple games is Luke Hughes getting a little extra time on the PK. What have you guys been seeing from him that obviously with Jonas out, you need another guy, but that you trust him there right now?
Yeah, I mean, he should be able to take on that. He's a young guy and he's going to learn and grow with every day that comes his way, every opportunity that comes his way, but it's everything you want in a penalty killer. He's big. He's got a long stick. He's fast, can close space quickly. So I like the job that he's done there, and I like that he's embraced it. And with Siegs out, there's going to be continued opportunity for him and others to take on a little bit more. And he's done a nice job.
When you're in that role as a young defense, is that something you work up towards in a way?
Yeah, I mean, in some cases, yeah. Our penalty kill's been so strong, and our defense has been so healthy all season that there hasn't been a great deal of opportunity there, and the others have done a terrific job. Obviously, Luke takes on a lot of power play responsibility. But in some cases, you earn that, and you just kind of, give a guy a little bit here and there. Dougie's similar, in that sense, but in other ways, there's an injury and there's an opening. You got to fill the minutes, especially if a defenseman takes a penalty. So, I like I said, I like the job that he's done there, and he hasn't been fazed by it, and he just goes out and does the job.